Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
The Bears, let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Sit up, 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just lock in. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check.
And again this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Hey, exit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They're on 15-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. 30 base. 80 weapons. Get it. Check 15.
On first and 10, Correa. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, Olave.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got you, boy. Watch twist. Big edge. Jam him.
Bam.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Set, ready, 18 Gator.
51's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Check 99.
Topper, topper. Hey, lock it.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
5.
To throw on second down. Correa. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
What we got, what we got, what we got?
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. We got to get the ball.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw. Correa. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line. When you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A minimum gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
54.
Alert, 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 alert.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 36, 36.
Ran, up. Hey, ball. Go.
Mike's 50.
On second and 7, Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Watch the air.
Ran, up.
Shit. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 31.
Ran, up. Bang.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get him.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's full.
I think he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that he doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Good track. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
2nd and 5.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey,
Recon, 132 fighter.
get the ball.
Sponge. Leo.
Check.
Watch that.
Back to throw. Correa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Alert.
Check.
Red, top. Lock in.
Shoot.
Hey, 18. Go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Deuce.
Check 37.
Red, top.
Check three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Let's go.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jump. 180.
Hey, eat. Watch the curls.
Back. Jump.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out, as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0.
7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Yes, yes.
Get it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Second down and inches. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Protein spill.
Check 3.
A loss of 9
Hey.
play. Brings up third down.
To throw on third down, Correa. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Here we go.
And the Bears take over.
Their own 37-yard
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Alert. Hey, 18. Yep.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch 54. Here we go.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3.
Switch gears. Shift. Check the back.
Hey, ball. Red, up.
Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on first down. Correa going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Check 4.
General West.
Check 26, check 26.
Kill.
Gone.
To throw again. Correa looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go. Hey, wahoo. Now.
Looking to throw. Correa. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First down.
Pilot, 64. Hey, Delta.
Hey, check right.
Look at me. Zipper.
Stay with your man.
Go.
Back to throw. Correa. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Interception on
Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, Why don't you throw it to the defensive guys? Let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Alert, 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 alert.
Watch it. Check 24, check 24.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. It's complete to Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Yeah, baby.
Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He can't hang. No, he's not going to get me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. On your head.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
No. Off. Hey, 18. Hey, alert. Hey, Echo.
Shift.
Blue. Switch it. Red, top.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All day.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now.
The ball.
Get it.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know you feel that.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Under 10. 10.
51's Mike. Mike
61. Matchbox lights.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Yo, go. Ready.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
If I'm a defender, I'll actually chirp and chill you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Set. 50, plant.
Army.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
6-6.
Taken down at the 41.
3 down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Big rip.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Easy work.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 33.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4 you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Let's go, boys. Let's
Catch
go.
number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the ready.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert.
I'm coming after you.
Check 9, check 9.
Blue. Right there.
Now Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window. Everything is flipped in the other direction.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Vikings, first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Alert.
Hey, Haywood. Crunch.
Hey, watch that.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go right here now.
Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, ball.
Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Go! 180!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on, D! Lock in, lock in.
Come.
Throwing now is Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So first and 10 now from the 30.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, lock in, lock in.
24. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight right there.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a second time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Now one final throw incomplete. And time will run out here. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go,
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Come on now.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You must.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive turn momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Third down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
In your face.
Hey, Charlie.
18.
SOS. 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 SOS.
Trubisky will throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Red, up.
From the 31, Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Check.
Move.
Kill.
Red, up.
Kill.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick the field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's go, D.
Ready.
Now a run with Cook. And an alley to run. 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A part of the great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Minnesota, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.